Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to another video. And before I begin, please guys, if you're new here, please subscribe, like the video, and join me on my journey as I try to get funded up until 100k in Propfm money. I wanted to give you all a quick update on what I'm doing and what I'm looking at in the market, my activities, my forecast, and so on, right? So today is a Friday and it's currently 3 o'clock and I'm waiting for NFP since today is the first Friday of the month. So today is the first Friday of the month, so we have unemployment change or NFP. So I am expecting it to maybe move the markets. Hopefully it doesn't move it in the wrong direction, right? So before I actually begin, just check out this clip right here where I took a loss on Bitcoin and entered again. So yeah, check this out. So yesterday I took a trade. I took a trade on Bitcoin and it was Thursday. I took it around 7 at night. So when I woke up, I just saw my SL got hit and that was a bummer, unfortunately. But yeah, I managed my risk appropriately, so obviously I didn't blow the account, but now it's slightly on the negative. Yeah, let me just show you what I was thinking and how the chart looked at that time. So guys, what you're looking at right now is the Bitcoin chart. It's the Bitcoin chart, and as you can see here, I'm in a position, a buy position, and this is like my demo account. So yesterday, around maybe when price was here at these areas right here, I took a long position because first of all I saw this nice uptrend right here going to the upside, and we broke this resistance, turned it into support, and when we came back here, also including my fundamental bias, this chart looked really clean, and the rejection here that I saw on this candle, on this red candle right here, it gave me a confirmation to enter this trade. But as you can see, it didn't work out. There was this big ass wick to the downside and it took me out, because initially my entry was something like this, right? It looked something like this, and then it took me out, it came back. So at the moment when I woke up, like right now, I saw this opportunity right here, so that's why I put my stop loss below this previous resistance right here. So I'm still expecting price to continue to the upside because I like the fundamental side of things, and technically it looks good, especially looking at this big wick here at the bottom, right? So I'm still expecting price to continue to the upside since I'm trading on MT5, which what Funded Next allows us to trade on. So I'm using a demo account to just track my progress on TradingView, since it's the chart, since it's the platform that I use for my analysis. So as you guys saw on that clip, I actually took a loss on Bitcoin right at this moment, at these areas right here. I think my stop was right around there as I showed you. So I entered another position again because of this rejection wick right here. So I am expecting a continuation to the upside, right? So another thing, as I've been saying, like, I like the fundamental story. What is this fundamental story? So let me just get straight into it real quick. So first of all, I look at like economic data, and mainly the US economic data, right? Because that's, I mean, let's be honest, that's the one that moves the markets the most, especially the markets that are related to the US dollar. And in this case, Bitcoin is heavily related to the Bitcoin, right? Yeah, so on this fundamental side, the reason why I keep on like insisting that Bitcoin is going to continue to the upside is because, well, if I can start with sentiment, Bitcoin in the month of December, right, as we began this December, last week we got COT data, or like what the commitment of traders are doing, or the banks in simpler terms, what they are doing. Well, they're pretty neutral on Bitcoin. Like, they went too convincing in what direction like they want to take Bitcoin to. So that one we can just cancel it and leave it as a neutral. And we can also see like retail traders are also long Bitcoin, so that's a negative for me, because if retail traders, which is also me, if retail traders are also long on Bitcoin, usually or most of the time, we all know the stats, guys. Y'all niggas lose most of the time. Y'all niggas lose most of the time. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not really convinced, but that's not the only factor that I look at while analyzing or while looking at my fundamental side. And also the technical play, obviously, as I said, this one looks really nice to the upside. We're making higher highs. We came back to retest this previous resistance, which is now turned into support. So I am expecting a continuation to the upside. And also we can see manufacturing PMIs, the last manufacturing PMIs. This data that I'm talking about is like the previous one, the previous data that we got, right? So on the economic side, we got manufacturing PMIs working in Bitcoin's favor. We got retail sales working in Bitcoin's favor. We also got unemployment change, which is NFP. NFP from last month was bad, which is also contributing to Bitcoin's bullishness, right? And also interest rates. The US economy, the US interest rates, they want to reduce them, or they want to cut interest rates. In simpler terms, they want to cut interest rates, so which is going to be another bullish factor for Bitcoin, and it's going to continue to the upside. So that's the whole reason behind me insisting that Bitcoin is going to continue to the upside. We have interest rates, we have unemployment change, we have manufacturing PMIs, we also have retail sales working in our favor. So that's why I am expecting Bitcoin to continue to the upside. But obviously, on the unemployment change part, today, as I said, is Friday. It's the first Friday of the month. We're going to have different numbers, so hopefully that won't take me out on this position, and I want it to actually work on my favor. So that's it. And also other markets that I'm looking at the moment is going to be the US 30 or the Dow Jones. On the Dow Jones also, we are in a nice uptrend, right? We are in a nice uptrend, and I am expecting a continuation again to the upside. We are making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and obviously in an uptrend, after a higher high, we expect a higher low or a retest back to previous resistance or back to support, and then a continuation to the upside. And also, like I said, I do back up my technical analysis with fundamentals, and in this one, the fundamental reasoning is because of it's very similar to Bitcoin. It's very similar to Bitcoin, since interest rates, they want interest rates to come down. Unemployment change was bad. Retail sales, manufacturing, PMIs also. We have trend and seasonality in the month of December. Indices like the US 500 and also NAS and Russell too, they usually perform really good to the upside. So that's another factor that's telling me to continue buying these things, right? So any retest in these indices, I am looking for some long positions to the upside. And also on S&P 500, if it does come back here, I might look to continue to the upside. And if this support area doesn't hold, I will be looking also to try again in these areas right here, and then maybe see a better price where I can enter a long position. So that's why I won't be risking like a bigger amount in my account, because I know that these levels right here can fail and I'll need to try again, because we all know you can't win every trade in the market. So that needs to get into like your head if you're a trader. And on the currency side, the only thing that I'm looking at is the GBP JPY, and it also has its own fundamental reasoning why I want to go short on GBP JPY. And also the technical chart also looks like it's going to continue to the downside. If I can go to the daily time frame, you can see we were on this like bloodbath right here to the downside. This was really aggressive, and then we came back, we created this double bottom. I think we continue to the upside, but obviously, like I said, on my trading, if the fundamentals don't align with the technicals, I'm not going to take that trade. But obviously after that, we saw okay, this trend line right here is not working. So after this move to the upside, we saw maybe like a change in the direction, and we also saw that this market right here is starting to make lower lows lower highs, lower lows, and another potential lower high. So if it does come back to this area, I will be looking for some short opportunities. So yeah, that's it for now, and hopefully I can give you another update after NFP and see what I'm going to do, what's my game plan going forward after those numbers. And yeah, check you there. The numbers just came out like an hour ago, and it wasn't really like a big bit. We did get like more jobs than expected, so that's kind of good for the dollar, and we don't really want that for our Bitcoin trade. But anyways, it wasn't really like a big change, and also the unemployment rate also ticked up a bit, so it gave us more like a neutral reading. So there's not really like a big change in like the price because of those numbers. So yeah, let me just show you what I'm talking about. So guys, these are the numbers that I was talking about. You saw unemployment change coming in a bit more than expected. They were expecting like 218k jobs. We got 227, so which this number strengthens the US economy or the US dollar. Also revised the previous numbers higher, which makes the dollar also more bullish. But at the same time, if you see here on unemployment rate, we also got like higher unemployment rate, so which means these two numbers combined together, they give us a neutral reading. So there's not really much change going on or any effect going on like the pairs that we're trading or the pairs that I just analyzed. So yeah, I'll just take these numbers as a mix. And also looking at average hourly earnings, there's not like really any impact on this one. It's not as impactful as these two that I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to take this report as more of like a mixed reaction. So looking at our chart right here, as you can see, like I said, the numbers that we got were more of like mixed numbers. So I'm still expecting this one to continue to the upside. So as you can see now, we are slightly in profits. And I'm expecting it to continue to the upside since the unemployment change numbers and also your unemployment rate were really mixed. So I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. So on the Bitcoin price, if this does continue going to the upside, I will be waiting for at least a break of this resistant area, a retest back to it, and then a continuation to the upside, and then expecting to trail my stop losses. If it continue, I will also continue to trail my stop losses and profit. So yeah, that's it for this video, and if you got this far, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you on the next video.